If you ever wondered what would happen if you threw Persona, Into the Breach, and classic Italian horror cinema into a blender, the result would look a lot like Demonschool. Developed by Necrosoft Games, this tactical RPG oozes style from every pore. It promises a semester full of exams, relationship drama, and the occasional eldritch abomination trying to eat your face. While it wears its inspirations on its sleeve, Demonschool carves out its own identity through a unique motion equals action combat system and a genuinely funny, albeit sometimes repetitive script. You play as Faye, the last scion of a legendary demon hunting family. She's brash, slightly unhinged, and aggressively confident. Faye transfers to Hemsk University on a mysterious island, ostensibly to study, but mostly to stop an impending apocalypse that only she seems to care about. She quickly assembles a black magic club of misfits, and with different cast of members, like Namako, a hesitant photography nerd who Faye insists is a goth, but she's not, or Newt, a pacifist healer and lost media obsessive who archives cursed VHS tapes. The writing leans heavily into comedy. The tone feels less like a grim dark horror game and more like a season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer or a violent Scooby-Doo. The banter is too much all over the place and sometimes feels cringe. You also might find the character tropes like Destin's denseness or Faye's obsession with violence a bit one note after playing a while. However, the Monster of the Week episodic structure keeps the plot moving at a brisk pace. The game utilizes a mix of 2D pixel art sprites for characters and low-poly 3D models for environments and massive bosses. The aesthetic draws from 1970s Italian horror with lots of deep reds, purples, and dramatic lighting. The soundtrack by Kurt Feldman is a standout, blending shoegaze, upbeat city pop, and driving synth rock. Move to the combat. If you are expecting a standard Final Fantasy Tactics or Fire Emblem clone, you will be surprised. The combat is closer to a puzzle game like Into the Breach. The tagline, "Motion equals action," is literal. You don't select attack from a menu. You simply move your character into an enemy square. The combat have two phases. Planning phase, where you have a pool of action points shared by the team. You plan out everyone's moves freely. You can undo, redo, and tweak positioning as much as you want without penalty. And the execution phase, when once you hit go, everything happens at once. Your characters dash, strike, and cast spells simultaneously, while enemies react. This system emphasizes combos and positioning. One character might knock a demon back into another character's range, triggering a follow-up attack. Another might pull an enemy into a hazard. It feels less like a brawl and more like choreographing a violent dance. The game encourages perfection. Battles are graded A, B, C, etc. based on turns taken and damage received. This turns every encounter into a puzzle. Can I clear this room in exactly 3 turns? Getting an A isn't just for bragging rights. It rewards you of resources to upgrade your team. When I say upgrade, actually the traditional leveling is absent in this game. Demonschool just give you new abilities and skills by completing side quests and deepening friendships. Outside of combat, Demonschool adopts a calendar system. You have mornings, afternoons, and evenings to fill with activities. You can do relationship building with your friends, do some side quests, or doing minigame like fishing and cooking. Not like combat that feel great, this school life element is very weak, so minimal and repetitive as well. The minigames are somewhat shallow and quite uninteresting. And unlike Persona, where time management feels high stakes, Demonschool is more forgiving, where the time moves only when doing the main objective, which paradoxically lowers the tension. By the halfway mark, you might find yourself going through the motions of the daily cycle to get back to the combat. It's like the character doesn't have a brain to resolve anything without fighting. If you are looking for a deep, number-crunching RPG where you grind to level 99, this isn't it. But if you want a game that respects your time, makes you laugh, and offers a combat system that makes you feel like a tactical genius, Demonschool is well worth enrollment. So I will give Demonschool a score of 8 out of 10. That's a wrap-up of our review of Demonschool. Don't forget to check our other game review and our indie games top list. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next video.